Hey, are you thinking of visiting Brimbank Parkrun for the first time? Welcome to Brimbank Park in Melbourne, Australia. And this is easily one of my favourite Melbourne parkruns, as you've got a big park setting, heaps of parking, a massive playground, a cafe right near the start, and a course that really makes you earn your coffee. Unfortunately, Lisa was unwell this week, so I was travelling solo. The last time Lisa and I visited Brimbank was a couple years ago, but this time I got to run the alternate out and back course due to the gate at the river crossing being closed. So whether you're a local, a tourist, a first timer, or someone looking for a Melbourne parkrun that's scenic, practical and has a bit of a bite to it, here's what stood out to me at Brimbank Parkrun. Brimbank Parkrun is held every Saturday at 8 a.m. in Keilor East. The event started on the 19th of August 2017. At the time of documenting this, Brimbank had held 391 events with over 6,400 finishes and more than 30,000 total finishes recorded. Recent attendance averages have been around the 100 to 130 mark, give or take, which honestly surprised me a little because it has that smaller local parkrun feel, but with everything this place has to offer, it feels like it could easily pull bigger numbers. Brimbank Park is around 19 kilometres northwest of Melbourne. If you're driving from the CBD, you're looking at roughly 30 to 35 minutes depending on traffic. You'll come in via Keilor Park Drive with the park entrance not far from the Calder Freeway exit. There's a large sealed car park near the start area, and when I visited there was plenty of parking available. If you're coming by public transport, the official parkrun page lists buses 476 and 421 as options, with Keilor Plains Railway Station connecting through bus 421. As you arrive, one of the things that stands out is just how much this park has around the start area. There's a large playground, toilets, picnic areas, a visitor centre, heaps of parking, and Lumbar Co cafe right near where the parkrun starts. I also noticed some sign language signs near the playground area, which I thought was really cool. I didn't get time to explore it all properly, but it was one of those small details that stood out as I was walking around. I got there around 7:20 a.m, which is usually early enough to beat most of the setup team, but Candice, the event director, was already there setting up the course. She said when she's doing the event day course check, she gets there around 6:30 in the morning, which shows the kind of dedication that goes into making these events happen each week. Also, dogs and prams are welcome here, but remember the usual parkrun basics: one dog per person on a short handheld lead. If you're brand new to parkrun, keep it simple. Register once for free, bring your barcode, listen to the first timers welcome, follow the course, stay in order through the finish funnel, get scanned, return your finish token, and have fun out there. And if you're ever unsure, ask a volunteer. Also, parkrun only happens because people volunteer, so if Brimbank is your local or you're visiting and want to give back, do consider putting your hand up one week. These events only work because people keep showing up for each other.
Doing our alternate course this morning because the normal route that we do, a section of that is flooded. So this morning it's still very scenic. What we're going to be doing is, and it's still going to be 5Ks obviously for parkrun, we're going to stay on the bitumen pretty much. Normally there's a little bit of trails in our route, but not today. So what will actually happen is we're going to head down, we're going to start up the top there where you can see the flag. We're just going to follow the bitumen all the way down to the bottom here. We're going to turn left and we just pretty much keep on that route. There is a little bit of a hill when we get to the about 2Ks in? Yeah, about 2Ks. It'll go up a little bit of a hill. You'll follow that around. It is an out and back this morning. So you're going to, once you get up to the top of the hill, you're going to pass two benches with a back on it. It's the third bench without any back, which is going to be your turnaround point. There are about 13 signs along the way. and there is a big U-turn on the ground. You'll see everyone sort of doing a U-turn, and then you pretty much retrace your steps back. The only difference is instead of tracing all the way back to the first left down here, you'll do a right just before it. But there will definitely be a sign to
There's
head
actually
back up.
2 signs there, so I've tried to make it really obvious.
And then you'll come up just in the front of the cafe here, and then you'll end up at the finish line just back there. It is a lot.
Thank you, Tail Walker. Good job. Good job. Well done. Good job, guys. Good stuff. Well done. Well done. Keep that. That's right, brother. How tall are you? 6'6". Not often once staring up at somebody else. You should have those long legs going past. Good job. Well done, guys. Thank you, Tail Walker. Thank you, guys. What stood out to me is that Brimbank really does feel like one of those underrated park runs. I've said it already, but this is easily one of my favourites. It has so much going on for it. Even though we were on the alternate course today, it still reminded me why I enjoy this parkrun so much. There's just a good balance to it. And another thing that stood out was the volunteer side of it. Brimbank actually had to cancel last week because of a lack of volunteers, so it was great to see the event back up and running today. And what makes that even more interesting is that this course doesn't seem to need a lot of volunteers to operate. But like every parkrun, it still needs people to put their hand up, so if everyone volunteered just a few times a year, it would take so much pressure off the core teams and help keep these events sustainable. So hopefully this video not only shows people how great Brimbank is, but also encourages a few more locals to jump on board and volunteer, because this is definitely an event worth supporting. After parkrun, the cafe is right near the meetup area, so if you're hanging around afterwards, you don't have to go too far. It's one of those setups that makes the post-parkrun sides of things really easy. For me, this was a quick solo visit because Lisa was unwell and I had to get back on the road to go to work. But Brimbank is definitely one Lisa and I will come back to again. Next time, hopefully in better weather, we'll film the original loop course and give this parkrun the full version it deserves. So that's me from Brimbank Parkrun. Parkrun completed, alternate course done, hills still delivered. Lisa missed this one, but we'll be back again. Big Dan and Lisa. Oh gosh, the state of it. Big Dan, over and out.